Good evening. Let me try that one more time. Good evening. All right, can you hear me? You know, I think the mic volume will low. Let me just play around with that a little bit. Can you hear me now? Okay, sounds good. Welcome. Good evening, Windham community. I am Dr. Ware, principal here at Windham Middle School. I welcome you to Windham Middle School to celebrate our annual Awards of Excellence ceremony for Windham Public Schools. Buenas noches a la comunidad de Windham. Soy Dr. Ware, director aquí en Windham Middle School. Les doy la bienvenida a las escuelas intermedias Windham para celebrar nuestros premios anuales de excelencia para las escuelas públicas de Windham. At this time, I invite you to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. The flag is to my left. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing y ahora en español. Yo juro lealtad a la bandera de los Estados Unidos de América y a la república que representa una nación bajo Dios, indivisible, con libertad y justicia para todos. Gracias. Pueden tomar asiento. At this time, as you settle in, I would like to call up to the podium our Acting Assistant Superintendent of Windham Public Schools, Dr. Tracy Youngberg, to share her remarks. En este momento me gustaría llamar a podio a nuestra Superintendente Provincial de las Escuelas Públicas de Windham, Doctora Tracy Youngberg, para compartir sus aclaraciones.
Thank you, Dr. Ware, and all of the middle school families for hosting us this evening. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us for our annual Awards of Excellence ceremony. I love a celebration. We couldn't get the music queued up, but we were trying to get some music going before we came in, so we're going to take it from here. In the Windham Public School District, we have many reasons to celebrate. For example, just last week we learned that Windham Center School has earned the title of School of Distinction for high growth and to earn that distinction, they're among the top 10% of schools in the state of Connecticut. It is quite a celebration. It's definitely worth celebrating. 2 weeks ago, our middle school boys basketball team competed in the regional middle school championship game. They didn't win. It was a tough loss, but way to go, boys. Also a reason, something worth celebrating. Here's one more. Windham High School. At Windham High School, 3 out of every 4 11th and 12th grade students took at least 2 college credit courses in 2018 and 19. So think about how much money that saves their families on tuition and how well it helps to prepare them to step onto a college campus. That's also worth celebrating. On behalf of the Board of Education and our entire Windham school team, let me tell you how excited we are to have so many families here to celebrate our outstanding individuals. Please let me introduce the Board of Education members that are here joining us. I see Ms. Lynn Ide, our chairperson, on board today. Dr. Mary Bellucci in the front row. Dr. Katina Caban-Owen, I know I saw Katina there. And also a special welcome to some of our special guests and local dignitaries who are in attendance. Representative Susan Johnson, right in the front. And recently crowned Willimantic Cupid, Alicia Rivera, former WECC staff member. I'd also like to introduce on the stage with me Acting Assistant Superintendent Neil Weathers. He'll be helping us with awards this evening, and our district attendance specialist Jose Camacho, who will be assisting us with interpreting. I don't see her. There he is. All right. There he is. The heart of every community is its schools. We have been finding some wonderful old documents in our safe and archives recently, and Windham Schools has a very proud history of accomplishments within our classrooms, on our sports fields, and with our devotion to educating students. Great schools become great because they have all their many parts operating well in serving students. Success starts with inspired, dedicated teachers, plus the paraprofessionals and tutors who assist in the classrooms. Students learn best when their bellies and brains are fed, thanks to the food service department and the workers in our cafeteria. Students need to be safe and in comfortable, clean spaces, all due to custodians and maintenance staff. Positive schools also include families, those moms and dads and grandparents who pitch in to help with homework, offer teammates a ride home from practice, support the fundraisers, cheer from the sidelines, and serve on our school governance councils. We appreciate each and every one of you who is being honored here tonight. Outstanding students, outstanding staff, devoted parents, and dedicated teachers. This evening, each school principal will take the lead in acknowledging their school stars, tonight's awardees. Each school has prepared a little something special about why these individuals deserve special attention. Without further ado, please let me introduce Windham Early Childhood Center Director Aliki Karaganis. Come on up, Aliki. Now in our 27th year, Windham Early Childhood Center, or WECC as we commonly refer to it, provides the boost our youngest learners need. Here they begin to acquire the learning habits that contribute to long-term success.
Thank you very much, Dr. Youngberg. If I may ask our ECC awardees to come up. Debbie, Ulysses, and Laura. Our family of teachers and staff at the Windham Early Childhood Center is the first to welcome students to their exciting journey into lifelong learning. Teaching preschoolers may be full of surprises. However, the best surprise of all is their spontaneous enthusiasm and affection when you least expect it. Tonight we are happy to start the celebration by honoring an outstanding Windham Early Childhood Center parent and 2 members of our staff. We would first like to recognize the father of one of our ECC students, Mr. Ulysses Vega. That is the WECC welcome. When Mr. Vega comes into classrooms and gets down on the floor eye to eye with our students, they love it. As you're about to see, we very much appreciate his time and are enriched by his commitment to our program.
Esta noche estamos felices de comenzar la celebración honrando a un padre excepcional de WSC y 2 miembros de nuestro personal. Primero, nos gustaría reconocer al padre de uno de nuestros estudiantes de SC, Ulises Vega. Apreciamos mucho su tiempo y nos enriquece su compromiso con nuestro programa.
Mr. Ulysses Vega.
Daddy, so much. Congratulations, Daddy.
Next, the Windham Early Childhood Center is happy to recognize Debbie Valentin Juarez. A teacher in our Head Start program. Debbie is so very special because she works in our classroom and provides home-based services to our families. Her services are so very important in supporting our 3-year-olds whose parents also participate in our English as a Second Language classes here at WECC. At Windham Early Childhood, learning is a family affair, and we appreciate Debbie, who touches the lives of so many.
Debbie Valentín Juárez, maestra en nuestro programa Head Start. Debbie es muy especial porque trabaja en nuestros salones de clase y brinda servicios en el hogar. Sus servicios son muy importantes para apoyar a nuestros niños de 3 años, cuyos padres también participan en nuestras clases de inglés como segundo idioma aquí en WECC.
Debbie has been dedicated to the Windham Early Childhood Center for more than 25 years.
E is for empathetic. Debbie creates a pro-social, caring community of learners through bonding and mutual acceptance.
B is for beloved. Debbie is loved by students, families, and co-workers for all she does every day.
B. Builder of character. Debbie promotes independence, self-regulation, and a love of learning.
I, intuitive. Debbie provides the just right support for students, finding a balance of structure, limits, and love.
C is for encouraging. Debbie is an encouraging team player. She collaborates with others and willingly shares her expertise. Gracias, Miss Debbie.
Debbie Valentín Juárez. It is with great pleasure that I present the Windham Early Childhood Award to Laura Fife. Laura has been a teacher with the Windham Early Childhood Center since 2014. She came to us fresh out of school, and while I think there were times that she questioned the wisdom in choosing an urban setting, by the end of her first year, it was clear that she was hooked. From the start, she made it a priority to get to know her families. She invited them into the classroom on a regular basis, sent home activities, reached out to share good news about their students' growth, and even now, while on maternity leave, not a week goes by that Laura hasn't connected in some way. Touching base regarding her students, their families, sharing a new resource with colleagues. A couple of weeks ago, in her absence, she even enlisted her husband, Dan, to deliver family furniture to one of our school families in need. Laura demonstrates an incredible work ethic. Despite the fact that she has a busy home life with 2 children under 3, she manages to organize her time so that she is able to maximize on every teachable moment. She never misses a deadline, and you can always depend on her. Since her arrival in Windham, Laura has grown into a skilled and reflective practitioner, an advocate for her students, and a reliable resource for her colleagues. On behalf of your Windham Early Childhood family, thank you for all you do.
Laura Fife. Laura ha sido maestra en Windham Early Childhood Center desde el 2001 y un recurso confiable para sus colegas. Felicitaciones, Laura.
No video, sorry. Thank you, and now please let me introduce Natchog Elementary School Principal Evan Jones.
Thank you, Aliki. If I could ask the Natchog awardees to please come to the stage. Natchog School is Windham's elementary school downtown, so it's fortunate to be at the center of our community. As early as kindergarten, our students get to take walking trips and learn about our great town firsthand. Another wonderful attribute is that as a walking school, we see many parents every day. Parent involvement makes our school stronger, and tonight we'd like to honor one of Natchog's wonderful parents. That's Courtney Patterson.
Otro atributo maravilloso es que como escuela de caminata vemos muchos padres todos los días. La participación de los padres fortalece nuestra escuela. Esta noche honramos a uno de nuestros maravillosos padres o madre, Courtney Patterson.
This is Hayden. She's the kindergarten student here at Natchog School in my class. We're here to recognize her mom. She's our Parent of the Year this year. Courtney has been involved in PTO. She comes to our monthly meetings and is really involved. She also comes to SPC. She's been involved in a lot of parent groups and other activities that we've had at school. She brings Hayden to all of the school events, like what?
The PTO meetings, the weekly story night, and
She's contributed to our coin war. She's been really involved. She also has come on one of our school field trips with us.
the food co-op.
So she walked with our whole class and came to the food co-op. And we're really lucky to have someone as involved in our school as Courtney is.
I love you, Mommy.
Hi, my name is Tina. I'm the PTO president here at Natchog School. I'm here to recognize Courtney Patterson. She's very involved. She goes to all our events, supports them 100%. We're lucky to have her. She's also willing to step up as possibly our vice president next year. She's just awesome all around. I'd like to congratulate Courtney. Thank you.
Courtney Patterson.
If you've worked in school as a teacher or an administrator, you're lucky if you've met a student as amazing as Jaylin Irizarry Roman. She's a 5th grader at Natchog, and this young lady can't wait to learn, and she always spreads positive energy, kindness, everywhere she goes.
Si has trabajado en las escuelas como maestro o administrador, tienes suerte si conoce a una alumna como la estudiante de Natchog de 5º grado, Jaylin Irizarry Roman. Esta jovencita no puede esperar para aprender y parecer difundir energía positiva y amabilidad donde quiera que vaya.
And she is such a hard worker. She comes in every day with a smile, ready to learn. She even asks for a challenge back questions about her homework. She gives us a fun Friday to help Mr. Carlo take care of our 75-gallon tank. She's truly a student that goes above and beyond to help others and to do her best. And I am so proud of her for being our 5th grade student of the year.
Hi, my name is Ryan. I'm in 5th grade, and I'm a friend of Jillian. And whenever I fall, she comes to me and say, "Are you okay?" And I say, "I'm fine." Jillian should win this award because she helps me with my homework sometimes if I'm stuck with something.
Hi, my name is Sherman Lanisi, and I'm in 5th grade with Jalen, and I think she deserves this award because when I'm not working and I'm so distracted, she helps me and comes and reminds me to do my work.
Congratulations, Jalen.
Jaylin Irizarry Roman.
I am so fortunate as principal at Natchog School to have a great staff. This year, some of our staff members decided to offer some special activities after school to provide a little extra something for students to get excited about. David Gagnon, a paraprofessional at our school, has been active in activating a science club each Tuesday and a basketball club for girls and boys on Mondays and Wednesdays. Buying new basketballs himself and volunteering his time to be sure our students have the best. In the classroom, Mr. Gagnon works to encourage students' learning, and his love for Natchog students shines through every day.
Este año, algunos de los miembros de nuestro personal decidieron ofrecer algunas actividades especiales después de la escuela para proporcionar ese algo extra para que los estudiantes se emocionen. David Gagnon, un paraprofesional aquí, ha estado activo en la activación de un club de ciencias todos los martes y un club de baloncesto para niñas y niños 2 días a la semana.
David Gagnon.
Here at Natchog School. A few words, more than a few words for Mr. Gagnon. This is a long overdue. He's the perfect staff member here at Natchog School. The kids love him, smiles every day, always brings a smile to all these kids' faces. He's also done a lot here. He's helped create the basketball club here, and the kids do it every Monday and Wednesdays, 4th and 5th graders. And he's also a part of the science club that he does with Mrs. T. And he's just an amazing person to have around, and I can't think of any staff member to deserve this award more than Mr. David Gagnon, and Natchog is very, very lucky to have him.
Hi, my name is Jeremiah, and I'm in Mr. G's Science Club group, and one thing that he shared with me was how to make bridges, marshmallows with bridges, and not cook spaghetti. Hi, I'm Devin, I'm in Mr. G's Science Club. One thing I learned was that when you're running and you're out of breath, do not sit down because you can't get that much oxygen to your body.
Hi, I'm Gabby, and I'm in Mr. G's wing group, and I appreciate him because whenever we're stuck on something, he'll always help us with no problem. Hi, I'm Jasmine. I'm in Mr. G's wing group, and I appreciate him because when there's a hard word in the book, he always helps us. He always helps us by spelling out the word.
David Gagnon. And now I'd like to extend an extra special thanks and congratulations to Raquel Luna, Natchog's Teacher of the Year. Raquel's dedication to our community serves as a model to all of us. In addition to her hard work in the classroom, she serves on the PTO and is an engaged member of the whole Windham school community. She also serves on North Windham's SGC. She believes that learning shouldn't be just relegated to the classroom, and to that end, she has worked to create educational opportunities for parents in workshops like Math Matters and math workshops for the Parent Community University. She supports our mentor-mentee program, organizes reading buddies with Windham Tech, hosts Eastern students each semester, is a team cooperating teacher, and can always be counted on to support any Natchog event. We're lucky to have her as a colleague. She is truly a special teacher. And I found this poem that made me think of her, and I love a good poem when we're celebrating. Raquel. It takes a special person to teach a child in a class, to keep their attention in a world that moves so fast, to show a child they are unique with talents deep inside, to help to build their confidence so they can beam with pride. She always has patience for a child who's lost their way, or for a child that feels sad and needs a better day. To inspire and to motivate so a child can learn and grow, to go into this big, wide world that has its highs and lows. Raquel, you're a special person, and you always give your best. And for every child that is in your class, their life is truly blessed. Raquel Luna.
Raquel Luna es la maestra del año de la escuela Natural. La dedicación de Raquel a nuestra comunidad sirve como modelo para todos nosotros. Además de su arduo trabajo en el salón de clases, ella sirve en la organización de padres y es miembro comprometida de toda la comunidad escolar de Windham. Tenemos la suerte de tenerla como colega. Ella es realmente una maestra especial.
Thank you. I now would like to introduce my friend and colleague, Elizabeth Baumgartner, principal of North Windham Elementary School.
Thank you, Evan. If I may ask our North Windham School awardees to please come on to the stage. Good evening, North Windham School Bobcats. North Windham Elementary School is special in many ways. We are the home of the dual language school Compañeros for grades K through 5. There are no families as excited about their children's progress in learning as Compañeros families. It's wonderful to have a mom or dad be engaged, but tonight we honor a mom and dad together who support North Windham School in every way. Katie and Daniel Prosperi offer their help and support in endless ways and have been long-standing proponents of our Compañeros program and of North Windham School.
Katie y Daniel Prosperi ofrecen su ayuda y apoyo de infinitas maneras y han sido defensores de nuestro programa Compañeros en la escuela North Windham. Felicitaciones, Katie y Daniel.
Hello, we're so happy to have you here today because we want to share in this wonderful news that your parents, Daniel and Katie Prosperi, are North Windham School Parents of the Year. Can you tell us a little bit about why you think they've earned this incredible award?
You see, they've helped a lot with field trips. My father has held the flag for Veterans Day, and they're a big part of the PTO and SGC.
That's a lot of stuff that they've done for us, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Waylon, we want to thank you for sharing your parents with us at North Windham School. Without them, there are many things that wouldn't have been possible. Like Dr. Youngberg, we enjoy celebrating too. And at North Windham School, nothing makes us happier than our outstanding students and what they do to demonstrate the qualities of we honor: respect, safety, responsibility, and caring. Tonight, we celebrate our choice for outstanding student from North Windham School, 5th grader Jada Green, and Safety Patrol member.
En la escuela North Windham, nada nos hace más felices que nuestros alumnos sobresalientes y lo que hacen para demostrar las cualidades que honramos: respeto, seguridad, responsabilidad y cuidado. Esta noche celebramos nuestra elección de estudiante sobresaliente de North Windham School. la estudiante de quinto grado, Jada Green. Felicitaciones, Jada.
One of my best friends, and she's kind and trustworthy. She shows that actions speak louder than words. Hi, I'm Jose Lopez, and I think Jada Green deserves the Award of Excellence because she's very kind, she's very sweet, she helps other people out, and she knows what the right thing is. Hi, I'm Jadiel Robinson, and this is why I think Jada should get the Excellence Award. I think Jada should get the Excellence Award because she's nice, she's a good teacher, and she's thoughtful and responsible. Hi, my name is Danielle Adams. I think Jada should get the Axel Award because she's a very nice student and a good person in general. I was with her at Palmer. She's very responsible and she does what she needs to do. She's very good at keeping track of things and staying on task. So I think she deserves this award.
We have a wonderful, devoted staff at North Windham School, but with more than 450 students plus staff to take care of, no one is busier than our school nurse, Kristen Gooden. That's why we selected her to receive our support staff recognition. There's nothing you can ask of Ms. Gooden that she wouldn't do for our students and our staff. Every nasty cough, every banged up knee at recess, nothing is too much for this superstar.
Nadie está más ocupada en nuestra escuela que nuestra enfermera escolar Kristen Gooden. Por eso la hemos seleccionado para recibir reconocimiento de nuestro personal de soporte. No hay nada que se le pueda pedir a la señora Gooden que no haría por nuestros estudiantes y nuestro personal. Felicitaciones, señora Gooden.
North Windham School is excited to celebrate with you our choice of Teacher of the Year. Amy Majak has served as our math interventionist and many other roles for the last 7 years. She has been a dedicated Windham teacher for the last 34 years, working at Windham Middle School prior to North Windham. She works tirelessly with our students by providing them interactive, engaging lessons in math in order for them to understand and apply it to real-life skills. That seems simple, but think about it. Most of us don't have a difficulty with math, right? But when I walk by, she's got, today there were things flashing in kids' heads and all kinds of great things. Amy works closely with the leadership team in providing support to our daily school functions. Many days, Ms. Kramer and I could not do the work we do without her support, and we're eternally grateful for that. as the daily morning bus greeter. She welcomes each student with a smile and notices if any one of them needs a little bit of extra attention. She cares deeply, deeply for each student, and they know that every morning they can count on a joyous welcome to their school day. Amy also serves as a support for newer teachers, often being asked to show the latest and most interactive ways to teach an unforgettable math lesson. North Windham School is a better school because of you, Amy. You are an integral part of our school community. North Windham School is extremely proud of you and are honored to name you North Windham School Teacher of the Year.
Amy Menges ha servido como nuestra intervencionista de matemáticas durante los últimos 7 años. Ella ha sido una maestra dedicada de Windham durante los últimos 34 años, trabajando en Windham Middle School antes de North Windham. Ella trabaja incansablemente con nuestros estudiantes, brindándoles lecciones interactivas y atractivas en matemáticas para que puedan comprenderlas y aplicarlas a las habilidades de la vida real. Además de trabajar con estudiantes, Amy trabaja estrechamente con el equipo de liderazgo para brindar apoyo a nuestras funciones escolares diarias. Felicitaciones, Amy.
And next, I am happy to introduce Sweeney Elementary School Principal, Angela Kiss.
Thank you, Liz. May I ask our Sweeney School awardees to please come up to the stage? Where's our little one? Well, as most of you know, I have worked in Windham Public Schools for many years and have experienced many changes. This is a wonderful community, and every year I meet new families and students that make me so proud to be an educator here. We have signs all around our school that say, "Toss kindness like confetti." This year, we want to honor our parent volunteer, Nydia Caraballo, who has shared her kindness and her talents with everyone in our Sweeney family.
Esta comunidad.
Hi, my name is Candace Brown from Sweeney School. We nominated Nydia Caraballo for our Parent of the Year Award for 2019-2020. Nydia is a wonderful addition to our Sweeney School community. Her daughter Lucy is in my class, and we're all able to see firsthand how she is dedicated to her daughter's academic and emotional success, as well as her endless support for our school. She's an active member of the PTO and also of the SGC. She's a reliable source for school events and activities both during and after school, and her involvement and positive attitude reflects a caring and generous persona that we are grateful to experience.
Esta es una comunidad maravillosa y cada año conozco familias nuevas y estudiantes que enorgullecen de ser educadora aquí. Este año queremos honrar a nuestra madre voluntaria Nydia Caraballo, quien ha compartido su amabilidad y sus talentos con nuestra familia. Felicitaciones, Nydia.
Our school motto is "Everyone is a star at Sweeney." We live that feeling every day. All of our award recipients this evening are great examples of stars who shine in their daily work. But of course, we are most proud of our special students. On behalf of the entire Sweeney family, it is my pleasure to introduce our outstanding 5th grade student, Kiara Lise Caraballo Rivera. This is why this young Sweeney student has real star power.
Estamos orgullosos de nuestros estudiantes especiales. En nombre de toda la familia de Sweeney, es un placer presentarles a nuestra destacada estudiante de quinto grado, Kiara Liz Caraballo Rivera.
I'm a fifth grade teacher here at Sweeney School. I'm pleased to announce that our student of the year is Kiara Liz Caraballo Rivera. Kiara Liz is a teacher's dream student. Not only is she responsible and respectful, but she really lights up a room that she walks into with her smile, and she keeps it exciting with her sass. She is simply a student that other students constantly look up to. Her love and dedication for learning really propels our classroom forward. Kiara Liz is so thoughtful and observant and mature, and she overcomes any challenge that comes her way. In her spare time, she also loves to do art. She's wonderful, and she's so thoughtful about it. She makes drawings and sketches, and she's even made paintings for teachers here at Sweeney School. She's put so much thought into it and those around her, and it just speaks to what a wonderful young lady that she is. So I can't wait to see what she does in the upcoming years. Kiara Liz, congratulations on being our Student of the Year.
At Sweeney, we pride ourselves on cultivating a culture of support for each other, our staff, our teachers, and of course, most important of all, our students. We sincerely appreciate and celebrate our tutor, Patrick DeVerger, for his patience and care with our students. Patrick has worked with us for 3 years, and with his help, our students are learning more than academics to help them achieve more.
Agradecemos sinceramente y celebramos a nuestro tutor Patrick DeVerger por su paciencia y cuidado con nuestros estudiantes. Patrick ha trabajado con nosotros durante 3 años y, con su ayuda, nuestros estudiantes están aprendiendo más que académico para ayudarlos a lograr más. Felicitaciones, Patrick.
We are so excited to be recognizing Patrick DeVerger, or Mr. Patrick as he's commonly known by Sweeney staff and students. Mr. Patrick works with our most challenging students with compassion, humor, and patience.
He steps up to help our students and staff whenever he is needed. When we ask the students what they like most about Mr. Patrick or how he helps them the most, they said he helps me focus, he always listens to me, and he can make me laugh. Congratulations, Mr. Patrick. We couldn't do it without you.
Sweeney School is very proud to have Candace Brown as our Teacher of the Year. Candace refers to herself as a very proud product of the Windham Public Schools, having attended Candace attended Noble and Natchog Elementary Schools, Kramer Middle School, and graduated from Windham High School, class of 1999. Candace credits her family and her Windham teachers for inspiring her to pursue a teaching career. After graduating from Eastern, Candace subbed in Windham and then became Sweeney School's before and after school program coordinator. So she was already an integral part of the Sweeney staff for 6 years before she became a teacher at Sweeney 7.5 years ago. She has many strengths as a teacher, but her relationships with her colleagues, her students, and their families is where she really shines. Candace is completely involved in the total school program, serving as the co-chair of our PTO and as the chairperson of our beloved annual Taste of Sweeney event. At the district's Family and Community Expo, you're apt to see her at the face painting table all day, as her line never gets shorter. As Candace says, she believes in the power of community at the classroom, school, and the district level. She also strives to make a difference and to help her students do the same. Congratulations.
Está muy orgullosa de tener a Candace Brown como nuestra maestra del año. Como dice Candace, ella cree en el poder de la comunidad en el salón de clases, en la escuela y en el distrito. Ella también se esfuerza por hacer la diferencia y ayudar a sus alumnos a hacer lo mismo. Felicitaciones, Candace.
As I introduce our next principal, I'd like to echo Dr. Youngberg's congratulations that Windham Center Elementary School was recently named as a school of distinction for their growth and achievement last school year. Please join me in another round of applause for their accomplishments as we welcome Windham Center Elementary School Principal and my good friend, Kathleen Goodwin.
Can I ask the Windham Center School awardees to please come up to the stage? Miguel, you may want to join me. At Windham Center School, we like to think that the center, get it, of our world is our students and families. There is so much that goes on in making a school a home away from home and to create an inviting and inclusive place where everyone contributes. Our families are our partners, and it is parent volunteers who often bring that extra dose of time, energy, and ideas. Jessica Page, Mrs. Page, there's an X. is a great example of a Windham Center School parent who supports and contributes to our culture, and we are so thankful to have her.
Nuestras familias son nuestros socios y son los padres voluntarios quienes a menudo aportan esa dosis de extra tiempo, energía e ideas. Jessica Page es un gran ejemplo de una madre de Windham Center School que nos apoya y contribuye a nuestra cultura y estamos muy agradecidos de ella. Felicitaciones, Jessica.
Windham Center School Parent of the Year. Thanks for all you do for Windham Center School. It's a privilege to work with you and to work with your children, Josie and Julia.
Thank you, Mom, for your joy and doing a little workshop. Thank you, Mom, for the times and all this relationships that we had at Windham Center School. We love you, Mommy.
Miss Jessica Page. When a student comes to Windham Center School starting in kindergarten and grows right here with skills and wisdom and confidence as well as height, it is so fulfilling for us at our school to see. Ella Clark, now in 5th grade, began her journey at Windham Center School. As you will hear her teachers share, she has always been a shining example. Congratulations, Ella, on being named Windham Center School Student of the Year.
Ella Clark, ahora en 5º grado, ha comenzado su viaje aquí. Como escucharán a nuestros maestros compartir, ella siempre ha sido un ejemplo brillante. Felicidades, Ella, por ser nombrada nuestra estudiante del año.
you guys know that Ella can be there whatever you need her to be there for you guys.
Congratulations, Ella. I'm so proud of you. From your kindergarten teacher, Mrs. Kelly.
Hi, Ella. This is Aponte, a second grade teacher. I'm so proud of you. Congratulations. You deserve it. You've always been excellent, and you're a star in my eyes. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Ella, from your third grade teacher, Mr. Hayes.
Congratulations, Ella, on being Student of the Year. You definitely deserve it. From the first time I met you in my classroom, you were a ray of sunshine, being a great student, shining out your patience and your consideration for everybody else. Congratulations, you did.
Congratulations, Ella, from your fifth grade kind of teacher, Mr. Eichhorn. Congratulations. We are very proud of you and excited that you won this amazing award. Good job.
Woo! Next, it's with great pleasure that I announce Crystal Rivera was enthusiastically selected by her peers to receive our Support Staff Award this year at Windham Center School. Ms. Crystal is a paraprofessional working with our students, and as you'll see, our entire school is excited to honor her this year.
A continuación, es un gran placer para mí anunciar que Cristal Rivera fue seleccionada con entusiasmo por sus compañeros para recibir nuestro premio de apoyo, nuestro premio de personal de apoyo este año en Windham Center School. La señora Cristal es una paraprofesional que trabaja arduamente con nuestros estudiantes. Felicitaciones, Cristal.
This year, our staff selected Ms. Crystal Rivera, Ms. Crystal for those in the know, as our support staff winner of the year. Ms. Crystal has been chosen because she is nice, flexible, really cares about her students, does whatever it takes, always willing to pitch in, and the list goes on. Not to mention, she loves the Chiefs. Congratulations, Ms. Crystal, and thank you for representing Windham Center School.
Congratulations, Miss Crystal. We love you. Congratulations, Crystal.
Oh, they just wouldn't move it. Miss Crystal Rivera, that's Patrick Mahomes if you don't know. It's my pleasure to introduce Ms. Kathleen Bentley as Windham Center School's Teacher of the Year. Only a minute to profess to everyone in this audience why Kathy Bentley is Windham Center School's Teacher of the Year for the second time. It just can't be done. I have the pleasure of working with, and sometimes for, Mrs. Bentley. Or should I say Mrs. Bambi? Mrs. Bentley? Bambi? It depends. I've heard her called other names by some of her most famous students. We can laugh about those names, but we can't repeat them here. Nonetheless, she doesn't let students misuse of her name affect her job. Having taught in Windham for the past 36 years. Woo! Kathy can retire, and when I question her every day, and I say, you know, why don't you retire? She simply states to me, I like what I do. The scope and depth of this reply is seen every day in her positive attitude, willingness to help, and most importantly, the way she shows that she cares. Sometimes she'll just greet me in the morning and say, just checking in. Kathy is key to the success at Windham Center School. Her room is constantly busy with students who need a break, a snack, or just a moment to be validated or hugged. If you need a place to re-energize or to eat some goldfish or some Cheez-Its, this is the place you go, whether you're a child or an adult. Kathy has served as a special education team leader for the past couple of years. If you want a chart of how many annual reviews we have, how many invites need to be created, or who is case managing who, Kathy is the person to go to. Within the special education team, we have a little title for Mrs. Bentley. We call her Hardy Stock. This means that she is not easily rattled, handles difficult situations after difficult situation, and is never absent, ignores sickness and even the most obvious human conditions to be present for her students every day. One of Kathy's favorite phrases, and we said it today, never a dull moment. Kathy's family is here tonight. Mom and Dad, a pleasure to meet you. Amy? Mm-hmm. Kathy is a successful, responsible adult. You did it. I appreciate your hard work in molding into her the exceptional person that she is today. There is no one at Windham Center School who would not agree that Kathy is an exceptional educator. I have the privilege of recognizing her tonight. I have the privilege of working with her, and I have the privilege of calling her a good friend. Congratulations. I love you, baby.
Anunciamos que Kathy Bentley ha sido seleccionada maestra del año por segunda vez en su carrera. Después de una carrera de 36 años, destacándose en la rama de educación especial, nos complace felicitar a Kathy Bentley por su arduo esfuerzo día tras día con los estudiantes. Felicitaciones, Kathy.
The proud alumnus of the Windham Public Schools, Principal Tim McClure of the Charles H. Barrow STEM Academy.
Thank you, Kathleen. May I ask all the Barrows awardees to please come up on stage. At Barrows, our students and their families live in more than 20 different communities. Although you might think that could be an obstacle to cultivating a unified culture and a terrific pride in our school, our families are one family. Especially when you have the support from parents like Ayako Mitchell. Ms. Mitchell helps out at Barrows in so many ways. Here are just a few.
En Barrows, nuestras familias y estudiantes viven en 20 comunidades diferentes. Lo que lo hace posible es el apoyo de padres como Ayako Mitchell. La señora Mitchell ayuda a Barrows de muchas maneras, así es como.
Hi everyone, I'm Jan Tominelli. I teach K-5 technology at Charles Barrow Seminary. Our school staff has selected Ayako Mitchell to receive Barrow's Parent Award for 2020. Our school is fortunate to have many supportive parents. Ayako Mitchell is not only one of these parents, but one who helps other parents feel welcome, is generous with her time, and a role parents, and our STEM students. When you run into Ayako during the school day, whether she's behind the book sale desk or dropping off materials for a PTO-sponsored event, students, parents, and teachers know they can approach her. She always seems equipped with a welcoming smile and supportive answers. When it comes to our school and our students, she is always ready to volunteer her time. During the day, she can be found helping teachers organize materials, download software, and supplying another set of hands for classroom activities and field studies. After school hours, she serves as Barrow's PTO treasurer, and running PTO errands isn't the only running Ayako has been known for. She also has run the cross-country course with the team to assure the safety of the students. This year, near and dear to my heart, she also volunteered to help coach our first LEGO League robotics team. Whether you notice her kindness, her generosity, or her sharp engineering mind, you can't help but to agree that Ayako is a role model for both students and parents. We are so glad Ayako is a part of our Barrows family and proud to name her as our 2020 Parent Award recipient.
Ayako Mitchell. At the Charles H. Barrow STEM Academy, we celebrate students who are exploring ideas and being inquisitive about science, technology, math, and engineering. For this next student, we could say that STEM also stands for Strive to Excel More. Ryan Spellman puts more effort and goes the extra mile in everything he does. And for those that are also there in the morning, he is the true voice of Barrows, the first one everybody hears as he does our announcements every morning. Nobody wants to hear me. For these reasons and many others, we are glad to congratulate Ryan for receiving our Student of the Year.
El estudiante Ryan Spellman se esfuerza más y hace un esfuerzo adicional en todo lo que hace. Por eso está recibiendo nuestro premio de estudiante de excelencia este año. Felicitaciones, Ryan.
And Katie Firth. And we want to congratulate Ryan Spellman as Barrow STEM Academy's Student of the Year.
Ryan is a conscientious and inquisitive student who always strives for a deep understanding of content material in every class. He seeks out opportunities for enrichment and advanced knowledge beyond his grade level, and is the kind of student who brings up everyone else around him with a kind word and a helping hand.
Ryan's extracurricular pursuits are many. He is the Vice President of Student Council, he is on the cross-country team, he is in the National Junior Honor Society, and he is also team captain of the Science Olympiad. We are very proud of Ryan here at Barrows, and we cannot wait to see all of the successful things he does in the future. Congratulations, Ryan.
Building the foundation of great learning habits happens in kindergarten. And although 5-year-olds are cute, as can be, they require a lot of attention to stay on task. That's where our support staff member of the year, Stacy Maziah, comes in. As a paraprofessional, Ms. Maziah has guided dozens of kindergarten students to the next level of success at Barrows.
Como paraprofesional, la señora Stacy Maziah ha guiado a docenas de estudiantes de kindergarten al siguiente nivel de éxito en Barrow.
My name is Sherry Beckner. I am a kindergarten teacher at Charles H. Barrow STEM Academy. Stacy Maziah has been the paraprofessional in my classroom for the last 6 years. She is amazing, irreplaceable. To explain how wonderful she is by myself would be a daunting task, so I recruited some help.
Miss Maziah, you've been chosen. You are the one. You make learning so much fun. Yes. You keep us safe and warm and dry, and help us work and help us try. You help us guide your stuff to be done. you make your life easier and that's no fun. Anytime you are silly, you make us smile. You always go the extra mile. In kindergarten, there is so much to do. We couldn't do it without the likes of you.
Barrows is honored to honor Pat McMahon as our STEM Academy Teacher of the Year. I didn't learn this until this morning, but Pat was born and raised in Windham and is also a graduate of the Windham Public School System. She has been teaching for 40 years, 38 of which are in Windham Public Schools. She approaches her career with a passion and devotion to providing high-quality teaching every day. She is unwavering in her belief in her students and is committed to meeting the needs of each individual learner by providing a variety of teaching methods and techniques. She strives for her students to grow socially, emotionally, and academically. In Pat's own words, she describes, "Life as a teacher begins the day you realize that you are always a learner." She certainly embodies those words as she is constantly learning new strategies and approaches to better the educational experience of her students and her colleagues. Pat is a teacher willing to share her ideas and knowledge with anybody and anyone who would like to listen. One example is her collaboration with her colleagues to present productive talk to other districts and twice at the state level at the Connecticut Science Teacher Association Annual Conference. Upcoming in this early April, she will be presenting on 2 different topics, taking learning beyond the schoolyard, and there's always time for talk, circles, to a national audience at the National Science Teachers Association Annual Conference in Boston. She stays active in the school community by working with the before and after school program students as a tutor. She co-coaches the Barrows First Lego League robotics team and is an active member of the Barrows PTO. Pat is a dedicated teacher who makes a difference every day in the lives of her students, and we are proud to have her represent Barrows as Teacher of the Year.
Es un gran honor para mí poder presentarles a nuestra profesora del año de la Academia STEM Charles H. Barrow, la señora Pat McMahon. No sabía esto hasta esta mañana, pero Pat nació y se crió aquí en Windham y se graduó de la escuela Windham High School. No solamente eso, en su carrera de 40 años de enseñanza, 38 han sido aquí en el pueblo de Windham. Felicitaciones, Pat McMahon.
Now, please let me welcome back to the podium Windham Middle School Principal, Dr. Marcus Ware.
Thank you, Mr. McClure. May I have the Windham Middle School recipients please come to the stage? Good evening once again. I'm Dr. Ware, Principal at Windham Middle School. I'm excited to have you here to celebrate with our recipients from Windham Middle School. Parents, brothers, sisters, children, friends of all of our award recipients this evening, you are here to celebrate your loved one. I'd like to be the first to say congratulations. You deserve this recognition to each of you. Windham Middle School, our Wildcats, I give you permission to hoot, holler, shout, and applaud each of the recipients this evening as is a form of appreciation, adoration, and love. First up, Ms. Kim Swart. As students leave elementary school from 5th grade to 6th grade, the transition can be challenging. Likewise, some parents also struggle with what their role is in their child's school and academic life because middle school is so different. Fortunately for us, we have benefited from continual engagement of our Parent of the Year, Ms. Kim Swart. She has stayed active in her son Nathan's academic, musical, and athletic experience here, attending every parent event we host. She also lends her professional experience to leading our school governance council and is a proponent in the community for positivity in our school and all of Windham Public Schools. We're not the only ones who feel Ms. Swart is a special kind of parent. In November, she was one of 10 parents honored by the state's Commissioner of Education and the State Education Resource Center to receive the 2019 Parent Involvement Recognition Award at the State Capitol in Hartford. We are very proud to have nominated her for this award for all of her contributions to our school, Windham Center School prior to that, and to our district overall. We are beyond lucky to have her as a part of our extended Windham Middle School family.
Afortunadamente para nosotros nos hemos beneficiado del compromiso continuo de nuestra Madre del Año, la señora Kim Swart. También presta su experiencia profesional para dirigir a nuestro Consejo de Gobierno Escolar y es una defensora de la comunidad, de la positividad en nuestra escuela y en todas las escuelas públicas de Windham. Felicitaciones, Kim.
On your work. Thank you guys so much for helping us always. We so appreciate it. This is Genesis. I'm Miss Murray. This is Junior. And last but not least, Nathan.
Nathan, do you have anything to say to your mom? She's receiving the top award for being one of the most contributing parents in our community, and she's being recognized for that. Do you have anything to say? That's it. Miss Cindy Gonzalez Garcia. From the time a student enters in 6th grade to this point of the year, their 8th grade experience, most students see amazing growth. But some students are also emerging as student leaders, confident, well-respected, and eager to learn more. Our staff was so pleased to nominate Cindy Gonzalez Garcia as our Student of the Year for Windham Middle School. Cindy is an 8th grade compañero student, and when letting Cindy know she had to show up today, her response was, "What do I wear?" And I said, "You do not have to wear dress code, something better." Cindy has earned the respect of her peers and her teachers, and is ready to make things happen daily here at the middle school, and we cannot wait to see what she does in high school.
Cindy González García, como nuestra estudiante del año para la escuela intermedia Windham y como estudiante de compañeros del grado 8, Cindy se ha ganado el respeto de sus compañeros, de sus maestros y está lista para hacer que sucedan cosas grandes en su vida y en la escuela secundaria. Felicitaciones, Cindy.
And we are students from the Compañeros program.
And this is Dr. Ware, and ladies, we're here to talk about Cindy. Cindy is receiving the top 8th grade achievement award for Windham Middle School. Talk to me a little bit about Cindy.
Cindy is a very independent person and a true friend.
She's really generous and smart. She's very successful and humble.
And when you say all those things, what do you think it means for her to receive this award?
Congratulations to you, girl, being on track for it. We're really proud of you. This is a very big award.
It's a new step, it's a new journey.
Ahora aquí en español, porque somos compañeros.
Te queremos mucho.
Y eso es. Felicidades. Up next, Mr. Zaida Jimenez Cruz. This is Jazzy for us. We don't know her as just like Jazzy. So Windham Middle School is fortunate to have so many excellent, dedicated staff members. Sometimes when we're all focused on learning that takes place inside the classroom, we forget all the effort it takes to keep a school running. The heat and lights, and keeping the floors and classrooms clean and operating well. Among our high-flying staff members, here I present to you Jazzy. As a custodian here at Windham Middle School for 4 years, Ms. Cruz is always appreciated for her skills. When speaking with Jazzy about if she was showing up tonight, she said, yeah, I'll be there. And then she didn't show up on time, so I got scared. However, I say this with heartfelt emotion. Jazzy epitomizes what we mean by every adult in this building is respected because she commands respect, and the kids respect her as if they were one of our teachers. So I would just like to say, Jazzy, thank you for all that you do.
Entre el personal de alto vuelo se encuentra Yazaira Jiménez Cruz. Como custodia aquí ya por 4 años, Jazzy, como le decimos de cariño, es apreciada por sus habilidades y esa actitud positiva que todo el equipo necesita para tener éxito. Jazzy no solamente le muestra respeto a los estudiantes, pero los estudiantes la respetan mucho a ella y es parte íntegro del equipo y el personal de Windham Middle School. Apreciamos y te queremos mucho, Jazzy. Gracias, Jazzy.
Jazzy, for all the hard work that she does here at the middle school. We really appreciate you and the things that you do for us.
Congratulations, Jazzy. Well deserved. Jazzy is the greatest person. She's always positive, helpful. Don't know what we'd do without her.
Hi, Jazzy. I just wanted to congratulate you and thank you for everything you do for us. Last year you were my rock, so thank you so much for everything, always being there, always checking up on me. It's appreciated.
Jazzy, we appreciate everything you do in the school, in our office, and congratulations.
I present to you Ms. Yusino Bonet. Yes, Yusino, yes. This recipient I have the pleasure of introducing you to has many labels for me. When asking people in the Windham Middle School community, when I say the name Yusino Bonet, what comes to your mind? Our community has said the following: friend, mother, compassionate, cariñosa, veteran, colleague, la reina, the queen. I would like to echo those sentiments and say that to me, Yusimo epitomizes the Windham way. She embodies the mantra, every student, every day, in every classroom. Although Yusimo coordinates our new arrivals program, there is not one student who does not know who Yusimo Bonet is in this building. Yusimo has been in the district since August 1988. When I was doing the math today, I was like, oh, 7, that's a long time. She recently was recognized for her outstanding years of service by Central Office early in the year. This upcoming August will be 32 years for her. Yusimo, it is with happiness and pride that we recognize you for Teacher of the Year. We love you and appreciate everything that you do. Congratulations.
Hoy nos place darle el premio de Maestra del Año a la señora Yusomil Bonet. Yusomil Bonet ha estado en el distrito por un sinnúmero de años, 34 me parece, y no solamente ella lidera el programa de recién llegados, todos los estudiantes saben quién es Yusomil Bonet, la reina de Windham Middle School. Gracias, Yusomil, y felicitaciones.
Thank you. And at this time, I turn over the microphone to the next principal, acting principal at Windham High School, Ms. Pamela Kavanaugh.
Thank you, Dr. Ware. May I please have the Windham High School awardees come up to the stage? In an active high school like Windham's, where there's many moving parts to meet the needs of many students, parents are a tremendous asset. We appreciate them supporting our fundraisers, cheering from the bleachers, and reminding their students to be sure they get their biology report turned in on time. When our high school is at its best is when community and family members become an extension of our Windham With-It family. In the case of our Parent of the Year, Maria Garcia Blancarte is clearly appreciated, as our wrestling team will so proudly share.
Cuando nuestra escuela secundaria está en su momento, es cuando los miembros de la comunidad y la familia se convierten en una extensión de la familia Windham With-It. En el caso de nuestra madre del año, María García Blancarte, es claramente apreciada, ya que nuestro equipo de lucha compartirá con orgullo lo que piensan de ella. Felicitaciones, María.
Thank you, Mom.
You can see how proud Mr. Rizzi and assistant coach Dr. Morales are. Thank you. Windham High School seniors perform capstone projects which require an element of community service to complete. This year's Windham High School Student of the Year, however, has been an extremely active volunteer ever since he came here as a 9th grader. Whether it's carrying tables to set up for the Family and Community Expo, or kicking a soccer ball with some friends at the back-to-school barbecue, Sherrod Washington is a willing and cheerful volunteer. He has fully participated in Windham High School opportunities, enjoying basketball and joining in on many other activities. He's a diligent student and has grown tremendously here at his time at Windham High School. I even hear that he bakes a pretty tasty chocolate chip cookie, and I'll take a dozen of those anytime, Sherrod. See what his teachers and his peers have to say about this honor.
Sherrod Wilson es un estudiante voluntario y dispuesto y alegre. Ha participado plenamente en oportunidades en Windham High School, practicando deportes y participando en muchas otras actividades. Es un estudiante diligente y ha crecido enormemente en su tiempo aquí en Windham High School. También, si me quieres dar unas galletitas, las cojo. Felicitaciones, Sherrod.
Congratulations.
Well done.
Sure, I'm so proud of you. Congratulations on your award. You deserve it. You're a hard worker. And I'm rooting for you for more things. Good luck.
Correct. Good.
Achievement in our district and high schools are #1 priority. And in our students' time here, we also want to make sure they're safe and on the right path as citizens of our school community. We are pleased to select a member of our support staff who works with our students every day in a different way, our security guard, Mr. Wilson Ramos. Wilson engages with our students in the hallways, at sporting events, in the cafeteria, and even over the summer, connecting with our students in a very special way. We are so grateful for all Wilson does for our high school community. Take a listen here from someone who knows Wilson pretty well.
Nos complace en seleccionar a un miembro de nuestro personal de apoyo que trabaja con nuestros estudiantes todos los días de una manera diferente. Nuestro guardia de seguridad, Wilson Ramos. Wilson se relaciona con nuestros estudiantes en los pasillos en eventos deportivos, en la cafetería, conectándose de una manera única. Y su frase favorita, get the class, guys. Felicitaciones, Wilson.
Coach Risley, what can you tell me about Wilson Brown?
Wilson's been working here for 28 years for Windham Public Schools. He's a valued employee. He bleeds blue in the room. He's all about Windham. He loves our kids. He comes to all the events. But not only that, he's a hard worker. He really takes pride in his job. He's out there in the hallways, busting his butt, trying to get the kids to class so they can be successful. And he knows how to communicate with the adults and the students. He works real well with the administration. I'm lucky to have him.
I heard you guys went to school together.
We are both class of 1983, Windham High alums.
Wilson Ramos, class of 1983. On behalf of our teachers, students, and staff at Windham High School, I am honored to present Windham High School's Teacher of the Year, Mrs. Dara Bowling. Mrs. Bowling is also Windham Public Schools District Teacher of the Year. Dara truly exemplifies what is best in the teaching profession. Dara inspires a love for learning in her students at Windham High School. I've asked two of Mrs. Bowling's students how she inspired their love of learning, and Julia, one of our writing tutors, quickly jumped in and exclaimed, "And our love of books," in a way that is special in schools. Moreover, Julia says, she really cares about her students and will care for and work with them until they are performing at the best of their ability. Another student, Biagini, an ECHO student, explained that Mrs. Bowling is an excellent teacher who taught her how to be organized and on top of her studies. She said that responsibility is one of the biggest things she knows how to do. I've known her for 3 years, and she taught me a lot about being a leader. Something she constantly reminds us is that no question is a stupid question. I asked Mrs. Bowling's students if there was anything they'd like to add, and they all exclaimed, "We love her." Dara has worked thoughtfully and reflectively to build these relationships and a community of learners in each of her ELA classes, where students are involved in meaningful and often empathetic, powerful, and memorable discourse about novels, society, and making a difference in our world. Dara has distinguished herself in the teaching profession. Passionate about equity and social justice, Dara has created our school's lock-in for literacy and culture. This student-led lock-in has had our students at Windham High for the past 8 years delving deeply into novels that highlight diversity and issues important to teenagers, and meeting and listening and talking to and writing with authors from all over our country. We are grateful for how Dara, through the lock-in, has strengthened the sense of community and cohesiveness at Windham High School. Dara Bowling is a voice for equity and access for all students. Dara works at the individual, classroom, school, and community levels to ensure that each of her students has equitable access to a high-quality education and that each graduates Windham High School prepared to be a productive member of our global society. Dara represents and celebrates her fellow teachers and how they guide their students to create their own learning and to do more, learn more, and become more. Dara says, at the end of the day, they are heroes. We at Windham High School honor and celebrate our school and district teacher of the year, Mrs. Dara Bowling. She is our hero. Thank you.
En nombre de nuestros maestros, estudiantes y personal de Windham High School, me honra presentar a la señora Dara Bowling como maestra del año de Windham High School y maestra del año del Distrito Escolar de Windham. Era realmente ejemplifica que es mejor en la profesión docente. Dara Bowling es una voz de equidad y acceso para todos los estudiantes. Dara trabaja a nivel individual en el salón de clases, en la escuela y en la comunidad para garantizar que cada uno de sus alumnos tenga acceso equitativo a una educación de alta calidad y que cada graduando de nuestra escuela esté preparado para convertirse en un miembro productivo de nuestra sociedad global. Felicitaciones, Dara.
I don't think we can say much more about how amazing we think you are, and I have been in your classroom multiple times, so I can attest to that. And your students, I think, summed it all up. So congratulations on being Windham High School's Teacher of the Year and our District Teacher of the Year. While they're taking their picture, I'd like to invite up our Director of Pupil Services, Mr. Miguel Pabal.
So tonight I'm honored to present the Certified Support Staff Award this evening. May I invite Jerry to take two up to the stage. Thank you. Services Department works with students at every school throughout the district to be sure that they receive the services and support they need. This year, we want to recognize one of our social workers who takes her responsibilities beyond the school day. Jerry Reese, who also lives here in Windham, is a social worker at Windham Center School. We acknowledge her extra work recently in supporting our family liaisons and parents at the parent cafes. The Windham Center School community and our district overall benefits from your professional contributions, Jared.
Jerry Reese, quien también vive aquí en Windham, es una trabajadora social en la escuela Windham Center. Reconocemos su trabajo adicional recientemente en el apoyo a nuestros enlaces de familias y padres en los cafés para padres. La comunidad escolar de Windham Center y nuestro distrito en general se beneficia de sus contribuciones profesionales. Felicitaciones, Jared.
Congratulations, Mrs. Reese, on being selected as the District Support Staff Award Winner of the Year. Thank you for all you do for Windham Center School, for our students, and especially for me. All the wonderful reasons I enjoy working with you, all the special things that you do for our staff and our students. Congratulations.
Because she's always there for me when I'm in her.
At this time, I'd like to return the program back to Dr. Young.
It is my sincere honor to recognize the support staff awardee selected among all central office staff. What, they already know. There he is. That said, our awardee this evening doesn't really work at central office. His job serves every school and office in the district. Jack DeMarchi is our district's daily dose of vitamin C. Almost as good as sunshine in his daily work and his friendly manner, he makes everyone feel a bit better about the day. Actually, every morning we say, "Hi, Jack," and we laugh together. I don't know where he is in the audience, but okay, there he is. Come on up, Jack. I don't know, Jack. I don't see the smile right now. His job is to deliver smiles and good wishes to every school office, which he does daily without fail. Oh yes, and he also distributes the mail. Jack's official job is inter-office delivery custodian, and he's been with our district for just over 5 years. With a wave and a quip, Jack cheerfully hauls around all of the boxes and envelopes, whatever folks throw at him, getting them to where they need to go. Additionally, he is also taken to helping run some of our food products around the district as well. We sincerely appreciate your flexibility, warmth, reliability, and service to all of our schools. Congratulations, Jack.
Del distrito. Jack DeMarchi. Apreciamos sinceramente tu flexibilidad, tu calidez, tu confiabilidad y tu servicio a todas nuestras escuelas. Felicitaciones, Jack.
For the third year, we're happy to celebrate our District Partner of the Year Award. May I invite representatives from the Windham Task Force to Prevent Child Abuse and Neglect to please come to the stage, along with Representative Susan Johnson. In my time here in Windham Public Schools, I have been moved by those partners within the community who share our goals and challenges in providing the best experience for our children. A promising childhood that all of our youth deserve. One of the partnerships which we value tremendously is with our friends and volunteers who make up the Windham Task Force to Prevent Child Abuse and Neglect. Although the task force formed initially due to a very sad circumstance around the death of a local child, its purpose and scope is to be applauded. The task force serves to remind our entire community, day and night, that in Windham, our children are everyone's responsibility. They are all our children. The task force has taken on lead poisoning education and has alerted neighbors to be attuned to signs of child abuse and neglect. Volunteers openly talk about the impact of trauma on our families and encourage parents to seek help about potential addictions through public service announcements, workshops, and fun festivities. Tonight, Windham Public Schools recognizes the task force for its work in partnering with our district, our staff, and our students. The task force shares with Windham Public Schools the mission of valuing every child and providing equitable access to opportunities. We also share a common belief that educating and supporting parents is an effective way to help our students become valued, productive members of society in Windham and beyond. The task force supports family liaisons at all of our events with activities and information for families, including Three Kings Day, the Back to School Barbecue, and the Family and Community Expo. We are also appreciative of the partnership in providing our Windham High School students with capstone opportunities, encouraging our juniors and seniors to become engaged with making change in their community. May I ask Representative Johnson to say a few words?
Una de las asociaciones que valoramos enormemente con nuestros amigos y voluntarios que confirman es el Grupo de Trabajo de Windham para prevenir el abuso de negligencia infantil. Esta noche, las escuelas públicas de Windham reconocen a la fuerza de tarea por su trabajo en asociación con nuestro distrito, nuestro personal y nuestros estudiantes. Le dan las gracias a todos los miembros del grupo de trabajo y gracias a todo lo que hacen por los niños y las familias de esta comunidad.
So what an incredible honor it is for me to be here today to be able to thank the task force and to thank especially Katina Caban-Owen for her work and helping create the task force. So I have today a citation for her and the members of the task force. And this is for me and also Representative Brian Smith and Senator Flexer saying, "Be it hereby known to all that the Connecticut General Assembly hereby offers its sincerest congratulations to Katina Caban-Owen and the task force in recognition of your excellent work to establish the Windham Task Force to Prevent Child Abuse and Neglect. When our community was faced with a tragedy, you were proactive in developing a response to address the issue by helping to create a task force dedicated to grassroots advocacy and education. The task force has been instrumental in raising awareness about how child abuse is preventable. Thank you for your hard work and dedication to our community on this important and life-sustaining matter. The entire membership extends its very best wishes on this memorable occasion and expresses the hope for continued success given this 25th day of September 2020 at the state capitol, signed by President Pro Tem Marty Looney, Speaker of the House Joe Arasimowicz, and also Secretary of the State Denise Merrill. Thank you so much for your fabulous work.
They're giving you a standing ovation. So congratulations once again to the Windham Task Force. And in closing, I'd just like to take a moment to thank all the people who made this evening happen. Janet Testa, Elmira Sanchez, Laura Perez-Handler, Margaret Chady, and all the principals and staff members who put together the fun videos and got up here and talked about how wonderful you think our staff and students and parent helpers are. Also want to thank Robinson Camacho for translations, as well as Jose Camacho for doing the interpreting this evening. And thank you all for being a wonderful audience. Everyone have a great evening, and there are refreshments in the lobby. Thank you all for being here tonight.
Felicitaciones a todos nuestros premiados esta noche. Estamos orgullosos de todas estas estrellas brillantes y forman parte de nuestra familia de las escuelas públicas de Windham. Gracias a todos por venir y que tengan un buen día a casa. Favor de acompañarnos para